Super duper goody good. And good.
It's a lot of adjectives there.
Yeah.
Great. Yeah, what'd you get up to today?
I went to swimming and stuff.
Out to swim class, I guess you could say. Okay, cool. How's that going?
A lot of questions.
Oh, yeah?
ChatGPT.
I asked ChatGPT a lot of questions.
Oh, yes, I can. Let's just get this lightsaber. Okay, I got a toy lightsabers.
Ah, twin? 2 of them?
Oh, okay.
Oops.
And I figured out the Mandalorian's real name.
Oh, yeah? What is it?
Din Djarin.
Din Djarin. Okay. Interesting name. Wouldn't expect that. How'd you find that out?
I asked ChatGPT.
Ah, starting to use the ChatGPT. On a phone or on the...
On the phone.
Yeah, cool.
Because it's way more easier.
I think they just released a text to video. So you type in I want to see Mandalorian eat a hot dog. And then it makes a video of Mandalorian eating a hot dog. Or whatever you type in. So yeah, that might be interesting.
The ChatGPT is the ChatGPT 3.5, I think.
Yeah, I think the free one is that. Yeah, 3.5. Yeah, it's good though. It's very it's a lot you can do with it.
Wait a second. Mandalorian can't eat a hot dog with his helmet on.
That's true. I guess he would have to reveal his identity. Take off his helmet?
No.
Then eat a hot dog.
He has to do just grab his edge of the helmet and do like this and reveal his mouth a little bit and then eat it.
True. Yeah. Or he could
without revealing his whole face.
What do you call it? Put it in a blender and then make it into a drink, a very disgusting drink, and then drink it.
Yeah. Mandalorian eats drink like with a straw to not reveal his identity. Like you got a bottle and then you get a straw in the bottle and you stick the straw into the helmet and into your mouth and it's like I'm drinking those without revealing his identity.
I guess, yeah, but then you just have to, you can never eat anything ever. You only have to drink something. How would you feel about that? You can never eat food anymore. You can only drink things.
If I was in space, that's okay. Because
you're in space.
If you're in space, they all have these foods in a little toothpaste and they grind it up and it's like straws in there so they can drink it.
Yeah, I imagine the food's not amazing in space. It's interesting, but it's very dried. Yeah, dried.
And there's
I don't know, snacks and stuff.
There is us, and I figured out the Starkiller Base's real name as well.
Okay, what is his name?
Yeah, his real name was Ilum.
Ilum?
Yeah, because it was constructed on a planet called Ilum.
Makes sense. He was made on Ilum. He is called Ilum.
It's an ice planet. But they later changed it into the Starkiller Base, destroying whole star systems and stuff.
Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah.
The Death Star becomes the model for the Starkiller Base.
The Death Star becomes a model for the Starkiller Base? Okay. Yeah, it's interesting. So you've been chatting with ChatGPT for a while, mostly about Mandalorian stuff or science things or?
I asked a lot of Star Wars questions. About 30 questions, I think.
Okay. Did it give pretty good answers or how were the answers? Great.
I figured out what some of the most dangerous planets in the Star Wars universe.
What are they?
Some like lava planets. I forgot its name, but yeah, lava planet where Anakin Skywalker fell in a lake of lava and he burned into crisps and he became Darth Vader and stuff.
Yeah, that sounds very dangerous. You don't want us to get caught. There was a recent, actually, lava explosion in Iceland. You hear about that? A very big, 2 weeks ago, very recently. Iceland lava volcano. I'll send you a thing. Yeah, that would be a very dangerous planet, though. It's just filled with lava.
And it's just filled with lava and it's like, I'm not going to that planet. And somebody pushes you out of the starship and it's like, and you fall in the lake of lava. Now I'm becoming Darth Vader and stuff. Wow.
Yeah, so this is the...
There's a funny thing about Anakin Skywalker when he fell in lava.
What happened?
His butt caught on fire fire.
Oh no, that would hurt. This is the maybe 2 weeks ago.
Wow.
Iceland. Yeah, huge lava.
Iceland?
Yeah, Iceland.
Isn't Iceland an ice,
There's a lot of ice there. There's a lot of...
Then
it's
maybe the
dark.
lava melted the ice a little bit.
Oh, I get what you're saying. Yeah, definitely. Definitely melted a bunch of ice. Probably ruined some houses too. I mean, it goes through the cities and the towns and stuff, and it's so hot, you might destroy some houses. Yeah.
And I also learned that Mandalorian armor is the strongest armor in the Star Wars universe.
Is the strongest.
Yeah.
You're gonna say
It's
that.
like,
Mandalorian
I'm
armor.
the Mandalorian. Nothing can beat me. Not even lightsabers and stuff. I'm strong. I have the strongest armor in the Star Wars universe. I win.
So you can defeat everyone. So what is Mandalorian? How does that fit in with the older Star Wars story of Luke Skywalker and Darth Vader and, all that stuff?
It kind of fits in with the Clone Wars episode.
Okay.
The
2,
Clone
I think.
Wars episode 3.
3, yeah.
There's a Clone Wars and there's a lot of clone troopers. That's why they call it Clone Wars. There's clone troopers and this pew 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 pew. And his parents were in the Clone Wars, and it's like he and the Mandalorian. Then he was called Din Djarin. It's like, stay in here, Din Djarin, said the parents, and he put it in his sewer or any kind of hole where they keep all the weapons. But some battle droids killed his parents, and then they found Din Djarin in the hole, and then they try to kill him with a blaster, but a Mandalorian snuck up on the battle droid and fired it with a blaster. It's like exploded, and the Mandalorian saved Din Djarin.
Okay, so he saved the day. Saved Din Djarin, saved the day.
And that's how Din Djarin wanted to be a Mandalorian. He became a Mandalorian. It's like, I'm the strongest Mandalorian in the whole Mandalorian.
Okay, so he saw how strong they were, and then he wanted to be one of them.
Yeah.
Okay, like, makes sense.
I'm strongest Din Djarin Mandalorian. Here's the Mandalorians I know. The Mandalorian Fleet Commander, the Mandalorian, and Boba Fett.
Boba Fett I know Boba Fett. He was in the original Star Wars.
And in episode 3, there was also the Mandalorian Fleet Commander. The Mandalorian Fleet Commander wearing a blue Mandalorian helmet.
Yeah, interesting.
But some Jedi used a dark saber to cut his head off, and he died.
Well, there you go. It's an untimely death. No good.
Yes, it's like he cut off his hand first, and his helmet and his helmet went flying. Oh
no! So where are they battling? Are they in a spaceship, or are they on a planet, or?
It was actually in a artificial battlefield.
An artificial battlefield. What do you mean by that? Like a?
They built it to kill Anakin Skywalker when he was a Jedi Knight and Obi-Wan Kenobi, and. Yeah. It was supposed to kill them, but it ended up to be a giant fight.
Yeah.
And all the clone troopers came, and they helped the Jedi's defeat the regular stormtroopers and the Sith and stuff. It's like bam, 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 bam. I'm a clone trooper. I'm stronger than normal stormtroopers.
That's funny. Yeah, so that's a good thing. Well, that sounds like a fun show.
I got a lightsaber. I got a dark saber as well. Hey, and there's a Mandalorian Fleet Commander. Hey, cut his head off. Cut his head off. He got killed.
Yeah, he was killed. So is there a strongest Mandalorian? Or is Mandalorian the strongest? Boba Fett is a Mandalorian.
Yeah, Boba Fett is the deadliest bounty hunter in the galaxy.
Oh, really? Okay, I didn't know that.
He uses his wrist-mounted rocket launcher. So like blasted on. It's like, and he has his rifle, long distance rifle, short distance rifle, blaster rifle, and his jetpack. And it's like flying in combat. It's like, ah, bam, bam, bam. And in the original Mandalorian, Boba Fett appeared in the Force, in the Empire Strikes Back, and what was it again?
Not the Empire Strikes Back. I don't know all the names.
I don't know as well. And Boba Fett accidentally dropped into the Sarlacc pit because Han Solo hit him in the jetpack while Luke Skywalker was fighting with him. While Luke Skywalker was fighting with him, Han Solo snuck up behind him and punched his jetpack, which causing him to fly away. And he crashed into Jabba's sail barge and then fell into the Sarlacc pit.
Okay,
His armor
that's a lot.
protected him from the Sarlacc from chewing him, and then he survived, and then realized that he was being swollen, and he used his flamethrower to burn his way out, and then he used his jetpack to blast himself out, and then the Sarlacc died. And
fair enough.
It emerged from the sand where the Sarlacc pit used to be. And
he emerged from the sand. I like that.
And he survived. But he was so tired, he just fell on the ground. It's like so tired, and the Jawa stole his costume, and his costume was stolen. Was taken by another plain old guy, and he wanted to be a Mandalorian, so he just got the suit, put it on, and then you just become a Mandalorian.
He became a Mandalorian. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Became a Mandalorian.
But soon he gave up his armor, gave it back to the Jawas. The armor was stolen again by Boba Fett. Boba Fett killed some Jawas, and then But before that, Boba Fett was just taken by the Sand People, and he learned how to do their stick blasting and spearing stuff.
All their like combat arts, skills, weapons. Yeah. Let's look at this dinosaur thing.
It's like curved into one side, and there's a sharp thing in the end, which can cut through stormtrooper armor. And the other end is a sharp one that you can sphere something. And also, if you hold it like this, it also becomes a blaster.
Very multifunctional weapon. You can do many things with it.
Yeah.
Blaster, cut through armor, maybe cut up some vegetables.
But it can't cut through Mandalorian armor. So it can.
Okay.
Because it's
most armor, but not Mandalorian.
In the Star Wars universe.
All right, let's transition to the that article I sent about dolphins.
Okay. Dolphins are cool.
Dolphins are very smart and cool. I agree.
And it's like,
are there any dolphins in Mandalorian?
No, there's no dolphins.
Maybe sometime. Let's start reading it from the top.
Scientists say dolphins have a seventh sense. It is a common knowledge that we have 5 senses. Some people believe they have 6 senses. They say their 6 senses is the ability to know something without using the ordinary 5 senses of sight, hearing, smell, touch, and taste. Scientists have just discovered that some dolphins have 7 senses. Researchers in Germany says bottlenose dolphins can sense electricity produced by their prey. The dolphins can detect the electric pulses produced by the heartbeats on other sea creatures. This could help dolphins to find their next meal. Dolphins also use their excellent eyesight and sonar to sense what is around them. This 7th sense may also help them to navigate using Earth's magnetic field. The researchers concluded a study on 2 dolphins named Dolly and Donna. Experiments tested what kinds of electricity the dolphins can detect. Dolly and Donna could sense both kinds of electricity. direct current and alternating current.
Good,
They were
alternating.
a lot better at picking up direct current. All organisms produce direct current, electricity, and water. The researchers say being able to detect this means dolphins may be able to sense the location of most scents of fish that are neither. The dolphins could see their seventh senses to hunt, even they cannot see or hear well, or if they cannot use their other sensors. The study has been published in the journal Experimental Biology. And by the way, I also asked one more question to ChatGPT.
Oh yeah? What was that?
Why does Darth Vader breathe heavy?
What was the answer?
Because of his damaged lungs due to the Battle of Obi-Wan Kenobi. And he fell in lava, which damages lungs and then
your whole body, really.
Yeah. And he went to an extreme medicational stuff, and then he became Darth Vader. And his suit includes a life-sustaining stuff. And that life-sustaining stuff just supports his life, helps him breathe, and that suit makes that heavy breathing sound.
Okay, well there you go. Interesting. So how many senses do people have typically?
How many senses does people have? 1 eyesight, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5.
Yeah, good, 5. And what about dolphins? What are their extra 2 senses?
Extra 2 senses, able to feel electricity, electric currents. Wait,
yeah,
we have that too. If you just put the electric stuff in your wrist and it's like, ah!
Yeah, that would hurt. But I guess we can't sense, if a cat's heartbeat goes back and forth, we can't sense that. Yeah. Dolphins can, though. What do you know about dolphins?
Yeah, what?
Or what do you know
about dolphins? That they use some bubble rings to talk and this shockwave stuff.
Okay, bubble rings. What do you mean? What are those?
Yeah, it's like you use. The humans can make bubble rings as well.
Okay.
If you lie down inside a pool, you just open and close your mouth super fast, and then the bubble forms into a ring shape, which is a bubble ring. But a dolphin can make bubble rings go straight like this.
People can't, though?
Shockwave.
Yeah.
And it also explodes.
Oh, so it might stun their prey. Might, shock their prey, and then they can eat them.
Not that powerful.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but it does pushes human forward.
That's good.
So it's like, that shockwave isn't enough to touch me. Ow, what the? Yeah,
and you would feel it.
Yeah.
Would you like to have 7 senses? Would that be useful?
Yeah. I want to have million senses. Every kind of senses there is.
Every sense there is. Why is that?
Because then I could become Superman.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that would be good. You'd be able to sense a lot. But also you'd probably be distracted. I want to be the
Mandalorian more.
You could be more like, you could be Mandalorian maybe.
Yeah. At first I wanted to be a Mandalorian and a Jedi at the same time. I couldn't decide which to be because they too have cool stuff. Like the Mandalorian has cool helmet and armor. Jedis have cool lightsabers. But I changed to Mandalorian because they can wield the Darksaber, and the Darksaber is more cooler than the lightsaber, so yeah.
The Darksaber is cooler than the lightsaber.
The Darksaber is an ancient lightsaber, but it is still cooler than the lightsaber.
Okay. It's older but cooler.
Yeah, with a dark blade with white outline.
Yeah.
With white outline, and its edges are rather square than round.
Okay. Interesting. How useful do you think it would be to detect electricity? If you could sense electricity from everything around you, would that be a useful sense to have?
Probably not.
Yeah, why not?
But it would be useful if I'm a Mandalorian, and I could only feel electricities of a Jedi.
If you could feel their heartbeat and know where they are.
Because Mandalorian and Jedis have been ancient enemies.
Enemies forever, and if you could understand where they are, it would be easy to defeat them.
Yeah, but Jedis are already have those kind of force.
Okay.
Because they use the force the force lets them feel where the Mandalorians are. So
yeah, that's very useful.
It's like guessing it, and if you go where the guesses are, you're just right. That's the force.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah. And the force can connect everything, so it can also lift things up, like hiya.
Oh wow. Do you have the force?
Yeah.
The force is amazing. Very helpful. Can lift objects, can move mountains maybe. Who knows?
Yeah, it can.
Yeah. Cool.
It can also stop a starship from going.
Okay.
And the
That's
force
helpful.
also lets you shoot high voltage electricity from your fingers.
That's dangerous. I guess if you have the force,
you can burn stuff up just by using the force. You just use like that, and electricity blasts. Okay, I started a campfire. Yes.
Yeah.
That's also
you got to learn how to use it, I guess.
Yeah, you just have it. You just have a stack of wood. Use the force and fire electronic beam at it, and it caught on fire. You got a nice campfire.
Boom! There you go. Cook some eggs and s'mores, I guess. All right. I think we gotta call it a day here. I gotta get ready for another class. But nice seeing you. Enjoy your Mandalorian weekend, and see you on Monday.
Okay.
All right. Bye bye.